In the dusty skies over Afghanistan at dawn, Captain Kate Sinclair pilots her jet with WSO Terry Johnson in the back, locked on a terrorist-heavy target and ready to drop bombs. But before they can strike, enemy fire erupts, missiles slam their planes, alarms blare, and Kate yells eject! As both punch out, parachutes carrying them down into hostile territory. Kate hits the ground hard, dazed and fading, her mind flashing to her husband and child back home. Terry rushes over, rifle up, shaking her awake with a warning. Enemies are closing in fast. He whispers the plan. Play. Dead. Don't move. He'll draw their fire. Turning toward the shouts, Terry yells to lure them, but Ackfire cuts him down in a spray of blood. Kate lies frozen, eyes to the sky, heart racing, as boots crunch closer, and she waits. A terrorist leans over Kate's corpse to check for life. Lightning fast, she yanks her sidearm, pops him in the face, and drags his body up as a shield. Gunfire explodes around her. One by one, she drops the rest in a brutal, bloody close-quarters fight, tired, bleeding, but alive. She crawls to Terry's body, tears mixing with dust, whispering sorry over and over for the life he traded for hers. Then she strips weapons from the dead and starts the long limp toward base miles away. Every few steps she keys the radio. Static, nothing, again and again. Unknown to her, one terrorist survived. He grabs a radio, calls for backup. Engines roar in the distance. More fighters close in, tracking her footprints. Kate slides down a rocky slope and spots an abandoned bunker half buried in the hill. Strange Russian words are scratched into the walls. The place feels ancient and empty. She tugs at the rusted door, stuck. Bullets spark off the metal behind her. She dives behind a shipping container, returns fire, and keeps dropping pursuers as they swarm the entrance. One terrorist shoulders a bazooka, aims dead at Kate's cover. She dives sideways as the rocket screams past, boom! Slamming the bunker door off its hinges in a fireball. Kate rolls through the smoke, scrambles inside. The surviving terrorists charge in after her, boots echoing. She spots a steel ladder dropping into darkness. Down she goes. At the bottom, her eyes widen. This isn't a bunker. It's a massive underground complex, secret Soviet lab long dead. Bodies in lab coats lie twisted on the floor, skin gray, masks cracked, silent, poison gas years ago. The whole place sealed and forgotten. Kate never even heard rumors of it. Deeper in, red Russian warnings glow under her flashlight. Biohazard. Radiation. Do not enter. On a dusty table, stacks of yellowed experiment logs and a single flash drive. She snatches the drive, stuffs it in her pocket, and keeps moving. The terrorists fan out through the dark, crumbling corridors, nerves fraying. They reach a vast hall. Frozen corpses in lab coats, faces locked in silent screams. One flips a breaker, a shrill buzz, then harsh floodlights snap on. Along the walls, towering incubators filled with giant humanoid horrors, skin pale, veins black, eyes milky. The sight alone chills blood. Kate uses the shock, slips behind one gunman, snaps his neck. A stray bullet cracks an incubator. Glass spider webs. The thing inside twitches, then rises, 8 feet tall, muscled like a nightmare. It rips the nearest terrorist in half with one swipe. Another pins Kate in a corner, pistol to her temple, while his buddy drags the corpse away. He never sees the waking monster behind him. Kabir Abdulrahimi, the last terrorist, watches the monster devour his comrade. His voice dies in his throat, terror sending him sprinting deeper into the bunker. Kate, unaware, blasts another pursuer with her flare gun as she claws her way up the access ladder, trading shots with the rest. Just as she nears the surface, a hand clamps her ankle. Kabir yanks her down, then the creature erupts behind him, ripping him apart in a spray of gore. Kate freezes for a heartbeat, then scrambles out. The beast lunges, claws raking her leg, deep gashes, blood pouring. It claws at the hatch, desperate to follow. The half-open blast door traps the monster inside. Kate empties her magazine into it. Roaring, bleeding, it retreats into the depths. Limping and soaked in blood, she staggers outside. Kabir waits for backup, but the beast's roar sends him fleeing in panic. Kate collapses on the roadside. Headlights flare. A U.S. Army truck accidentally clips her. It's the search team hunting for her and Terry. Jade Lafayette spots Kate's locket, confirms ID. PVT Eddie Serrano gives her water. They load her up and race to base. Next morning, Kate briefs Major Roy Finch, secret lab monster everything. Finch and Serrano dismiss it as trauma. Finch confiscates the flash drive she found. Kate storms out, still fuming. Outside, Jade clutches the locket, insisting it's evidence. Eddie steps between them and makes sure the locket goes back to Kate. Inside the command tent, Roy finishes briefing his superiors. Alone now, he pulls out a creased old letter, eyes fixed on the words that ended his fast-track career years ago. Eddie finds Kate later and offers quiet reassurance. He explains Jade's old drug habit and how a rescue mission pulled her into the army. He adds that Roy's cold edge isn't cruelty, it's guilt from the same mistake that torched his future. A little while later, Eddie walks Kate to Kip, the unit medic, to patch her shredded leg. By chance, Kabir sits cuffed in the corner. Kate leans in, demanding answers about the creature. Kabir stays silent until she sketches the Russian scrawl from the bunker wall on a scrap of paper. Kabir's voice drops. It says, "Do not enter." Kabir silently admits the bunker's been sealed 30 years, raising the impossible question, how did those creatures survive without food or air? Deep below, incubators explode one by one. More monsters spill out, one already clawing toward the main hatch. That night, unaware, Jade and Eddie take shifts on watch. Roy stands guard alone, rereading the old letter, orders to retreat from a critical mission. He refused. The fallout ruined him, and the guilt still gnaws. Now Brass is pressing hard to secure the flash drive fast. Roy refuses to hand it over until he knows the truth. When his superior finally reveals what's on it, Roy's face drains of color. Kip and Kate keep grilling Kabir. He confesses he was with the terrorists. Only the driver, forced to keep his family alive, never fired a shot. Then strange roars echo outside. Patrols spot dozens of the beasts swarming the camp. Panic erupts. Eddie sprints to warn Roy. Roy grabs the phone for reinforcements. Just as a creature bursts into his tent, he empties his pistol, drops it dead. Outside, Eddie and the others stand shaking as more shadows close in. The creatures tear through soldiers like paper. Bullets barely slow them. Dozens fall. Kip tells Kate to watch Kabir, then bolts to help. A monster bursts into the tent, seizes Kate by the throat, tongue lashing out. Kabir grabs a scalpel, slices the tongue clean off, then stabs until the thing drops dead. Kate snatches a pistol. She and Kabir sprint back to the others. A panicked trooper grabs Kabir, thinking escape. Eddie shoves in, drags them both to safety. Eddie and Kip race to Roy's tent. Another beast lunges. Roy, already wounded, grabs a baseball bat and caves its skull in with furious swings. Kip and Eddie haul the bleeding Roy out. Dave and the survivors find a shipping container to hole up in. Dave hammers the lock. Just then, a creature charges Eddie and Kip. Kate seizes an axe, hacks the monster's head until it crumples. Everyone realizes, headshots only. More beasts close in. The group piles inside the container, slams the doors, locks it tight. They huddle through the night, some eyeing Kabir warily. Kate trusts him now. He saved her life. Kabir tells the group he was born nearby. Years ago, a meteor fell. Soviets seized the village, brutalized locals. Afghan fighters armed up, drove them out, killed many Russians. Then villagers vanished. Half, the bodies never found. The rest mangled. Kabir's father led 46 hunters with a dagger to track the beast. None returned. At dawn, the survivors creep out. The creatures took their dead comrades and soldiers alike. Only one monster corpse remains. Close inspection shows shark-like teeth fused with human organs. Nobody can explain it. Wounded Roy pulls Kate aside, apologizes for doubting her. Then he drops the bomb. The meteor was a crashed alien ship. Soviets invaded to seize it, faked the border excuse, and experimented on the alien inside. The thing on the ground is a human-alien hybrid. Shock ripples through the group. Before anyone speaks, the dead hybrid jerks upright and charges. Kabir lunges to help. Hands still bound, he can't fight clean. The creature slams everyone down, jaws wide. The group fights back, pinning the hybrid long enough for Roy to yank a grenade pin. He dives onto the creature. Boom. Alien shredded, Roy gone. Silence, then grief. Eddie cuts Kabir free. Trust earned in blood. The survivors swear an oath over the dead. No more monsters. Revenge for the fall. Kabir sharpens his father's dagger. Quietly, Kate confesses. Her husband died. Her son waits alone in the city. The locket, photos inside, is all she has left of them. Destroy the bunker forever. Kate, Kabir, and the remaining soldiers plant charges deep inside. On the way out, the locket slips from Kate's neck, clatters onto the platform. Eddie, knowing its weight, scoops it up, starts back toward her. A creature erupts from the dark, drags him screaming into the depths. They assume he's dead. Outside, they arm the detonator. Then, crackle over radio, Eddie's voice, faint, alive. Kate stops the countdown. I'm going back, Eddie protests. Leave me. She refuses, reminds them all what Eddie has done for every one of them. She's going in. No one gets left behind. The team agrees. Kip stays up top and runs the lift from the truck. Kate, Kabir, Jade, and the rest go down. Soon Kip hears from High Command, airstrike in 20 minutes. If the creatures get out, the world is done. He radios the countdown. Below, Eddie kills one beast and grabs guns from dead friends. Kabir and Jade see the truth. The monsters are the lost villagers, Kabir's father's hunting party changed by the lab. Kate's group finds a big chamber. Inside is the real alien, alive in a cage since the crash. Eddie calls, lift, now. They run. Hybrids chase. Oswald shuts a door and stays behind to hold them. Jade feels one right behind her, turns to fight and slips into a side room while the others keep moving. Up top, terrorists hit Kip hard. He fights alone. Oswald knows he can't hold long. He pulls a grenade pin and walks into the pack. The blast kills him and a dozen monsters. Eddie gets the survivors into the lift. Doors close as claws scratch the metal. They are still under attack. Eddie turns back to save Jade. Before he reaches her, a monster slashes her face and kills her. The same beast charges Eddie. He barely drops it, then races to Kate, Dave, and Kabir. Dave radios Kip to raise a lift. Kip is too busy fighting terrorists to answer. He finally kills the last one, but the truck tips and crashes into the shaft. Vic rips Dave and Kabir apart. Terrified, Kate and Eddie jump from the lift and climb a grappling line to the surface. With Kip's help, they stand, gun down every terrorist, and pull Kip clear just in time. A fighter jet streaks overhead and unloads missiles. The three spot a terrorist car, toss the driver out, and speed away as the blast wave hits. They escape. The bunker and the whole area are gone. Later, Roy Superior searches body for the flash drive. It's missing. Kate hid it long before. She walks off with Kip and Eddie. Story over.